Live hosts Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa are more than just co-stars. They married nearly 30 years ago after an adorable and unique meet-cute. They hope to be married throughout their golden years. But he revealed a backup plan if she dies first. Former soap super couple celebrates huge real-life milestone. Kelly Ripa joined All My Children in 1990 and had several on-screen love interests before Mark Consuelos changed both of their lives by joining the show in 1995. His character, Mateo, was paired with Kelly Ripa's character Haley Vaughn. Love blossomed on screen and off. The couple eloped in real life in 1996. They just celebrated their 29th wedding anniversary earlier this month. They also watched their youngest son, Joaquin, 22, graduate from college, making them empty nesters for the first time in almost 3 decades. The newlyweds welcomed their first child, Michael, in 1997. The couple's only daughter, Lola, followed in 2001. Kelly Ripa admits marriage to Mark Consuelos was hard. The All My Children alum have been married for a long time and truly enjoy spending time together. But it wasn't always sunshine and roses. An interaction between the married couple and the live studio audience was posted on Instagram. In the clip, Kelly Ripa revealed that they struggled in the first year of marriage. The first year of marriage for us was the worst. Like, it was really hard. We discovered things about each other, like, oh my God, he breathes, and it sounds irritating to me. So you have to just not panic because you'll settle into each other. A lot of people find the first year insurmountable, and then it sort of deteriorates, she told the audience. Luckily, they made it through and are stronger than ever. But what if one of them were to die? He reveals backup plan if she dies. The popular TV hosts often share tidbits from their real lives during the show's opening dialogue or in chats with guests. On one recent episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, he revealed the shocking action he would take if she were to die. She said that he would fall apart without her. He agreed, but then revealed his backup plan. But I do feel like someone would be there on the other end just to pick me up and make sure I'm okay. Pretty sure, he said. I'd have to get used to their college schedule and all that stuff, he added, joking that his new wife would be much, much younger than his current wife. Kelly Ripa cracked that if that was his plan, she hoped to stay alive to see his second wife. The couple frequently bicker playfully about him taking a second wife, though sometimes their on-screen bickering isn't as playful as it seems. Click here to find out what once put him in the doghouse. Can you imagine Mark Consuelos or Kelly Ripa marrying someone else if one of them passed away? The bright lights of the Live with Kelly and Mark stage lit up another morning in Manhattan, and the familiar melody of the theme song bounced through the studio as the audience rose to their feet, clapping enthusiastically. As always, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos strolled out hand in hand, flashing their perfect smiles like seasoned pros. But today, something was different. Something in Mark's grin hinted at mischief. Kelly, dressed in a sleek teal jumpsuit, immediately picked up on it. Okay, what is going on with you? She asked as they settled into their seats, coffee mugs in hand. You've had that weird grin since you woke up. Mark chuckled, rubbing his hands together. Kelly, I had a dream last night. Kelly narrowed her eyes. Oh, is this going to be like the dream where I married Ryan Reynolds and you cried into a pint of Chunky Monkey? No, Mark laughed. This one was way darker. You died. A collective gasp rippled through the audience, and Kelly's eyebrows shot up. Well, good morning to you too, sunshine, she said, mock offended. So sorry I died in your dream. How did I go? Mark leaned in. You choked on a cauliflower floret. Ironically, one you insisted was perfectly steamed. The audience howled with laughter, but Kelly clutched her chest. Wow, a veggie martyr. I always knew it'd be food that took me down, but I figured it'd be a taco, not a cruciferous snack. Mark raised a finger dramatically. But here's the thing. In the dream, after your funeral, which, by the way, was very tasteful, I had to go on without you. And it got me thinking. Kelly blinked. You planned a backup life for if I died choking on cauliflower. Mark nodded solemnly. I did. I have a whole contingency plan. Audience members leaned forward in fascination, and Kelly crossed her arms, more amused than alarmed. All right, go on, she said. I have to gear this. What does life look like for Mark Consuelos post me? Mark cleared his throat like he was delivering a presidential address. Step 1, he began. I moved to a vineyard in Napa Valley. Something rustic but luxurious. Think Stanley Tucci meets Yellowstone. Kelly nodded slowly. Okay. Not bad. Morning in Rillet. Continue. Step 2, Mark said. I open a dog rescue. But only for tiny, angry dogs. You know, the kind that hate everyone. Kelly laughed. Why would you do that to yourself? Because it'd keep me humble, he said with a wink. And because they remind me of you, small, feisty, and not afraid to bite. The crowd erupted. Kelly was laughing so hard she nearly spilled her coffee. Oh my God! I die and suddenly I'm being memorialized as a snarling chihuahua. No, Mark said, putting a hand on her shoulder. You be more like a Pomeranian. Elegant, fierce, unpredictable. She tilted her head. I'll allow it. What's step 3? Step 3, Mark continued, is the weirdest. I started doing interpretive dance professionally. I take it very seriously. I wear linen pants, maybe grow a beard, and perform at local wineries. All my dances are dedicated to you. Kelly snorted. You interpretive dancing is actually the most believable part of this fever dream. Mark placed a hand over his heart. They call me El Viudo de Manhattan, the widower of Manhattan. It becomes this whole mythos. Kelly waved a hand. I'm not sure if I'm touched or horrified. You become some weird dancing wine monk with a pack of demonic dogs. But I'd still talk to you every day, Mark added. Like aloud, in the vineyard. While pruning the grapes. People would think I'm a little unhinged, but also romantic. Kelly softened. Okay, I'll give you that one. That part's sweet. And then, Mark added dramatically, I write a book. Sips of You. A Widow's Vineyard. It becomes a bestseller. Kelly stared at him, mouth agape. You already titled the book? Mark shrugged. It came to me mid-dream. I even saw the cover. It's me, holding a glass of wine, staring off into the fog. And, in the background, a ghostly outline of you, judging me. Kelly burst out laughing again, wiping a tear from the corner of her eye. I have to die more often. You're never this creative when I'm alive. The audience was in stitches, completely enthralled by the bizarre but hilarious journey through Mark's post-Kelly backup plan. Even the producers backstage were chuckling into their headsets. So let me get this straight, Kelly summarized. If I die, you move to wine country, adopt tiny mean dogs, interpretive dance for tips, talk to my ghost, and become a best-selling author. Mark held up his coffee. To be fair, the ghost part is the emotional core of the narrative. Kelly raised her mug in return. Honestly, I approve. Just promise me one thing. What's that? If I go out via cauliflower, make sure they put "Steam Me to Heaven" on my tombstone. Mark nodded. Deal. And I'll teach the dogs to bark in mourning every night at sunset. Kelly leaned back in her chair, smiling. Morbid. Hilarious. Possibly your best bit ever. Well, Mark said with a wink, death becomes you, babe. The audience exploded into applause, and producers rolled to a commercial break, giving America a moment to recover from the utterly unexpected, yet thoroughly entertaining segment. As the cameras cut, Kelly turned to Mark and said, You know what the real plan should be. What? You go before me. Mark laughed nervously. Why do I feel like you're actually planning my vineyard now? Kelly grinned. Only if I get to haunt it wearing a dramatic Spanish veil and whispering things like, Don't forget the taxes. As laughter echoed through the studio, one thing was clear, morbid or not. These two had an unshakable bond, and enough humor to survive even their imaginary funerals. Share your thoughts in the comments.